signed for one player twice that age.
I've only had this one since the Friday before our first game. It's rigid. You can't turn it up. This is old school. Coach Baker bought it for me, so I was a student athlete. I'm gonna let it retire after football season, I think. But that's the one I kicked the first extra point with here at Faulkner University.
Alan Moore in to try the extra point. The oldest college football player ever. The snap is good. The kick is down. The kick is in the air. And it's good. He made it. How about that? Alan Moore.
My mama said she wanted me to kick extra points because she thought that was the prettiest play in football. I think I kicked my first extra point like maybe 1964. It was in Raleigh, Mississippi, when I was in high school. It was like a God-given gift, and I had some offers, but I couldn't afford tuition. 1969, I went to Vietnam, stayed over there for a little while, 11 months and 28 days, and came back to Fort Rucker, got married, had 2 kids, got divorced, got married again, had another daughter. I worked in civil construction, and the housing market went down, so got laid off. I didn't have anything else to do, and I hadn't really accomplished a personal accomplishment, so I knew I had some eligibility left. I looked up on the internet all the schools that had a football program, and I started calling, and I'd get hung up on.
You know, when they first came to me with his name, I laughed. My first question to Alan was, you know, why are you doing this? And he was very straightforward with me and said, Coach, he said, it is going to be a lot of PR, I understand that. He said, but that's not what I'm doing it about. He says, I want to show people that they can follow up on what their dream is or finish what they start, because I want to finish where I left off in 1968.
When we got out to practice the first day, I really didn't even see him. Like, I really didn't even notice him until like he took off his helmet and I seen this whole bunch of gray hair. I seen all this gray hair everywhere, and then I had to go introduce myself. And I mean, we treat Alan just like any other player on the team. You know, we joke around with him, and I mean, as far as him with us, he just treats us like, you know what I'm saying, we're sons or something like that.
Well, sometimes I have to act like an 18-year-old, 19-year-old kid too. You know, I mean, I have to do the things that they do. When I first came here, it was like everybody else. It was like, you know, they really looked at you and, you know, they'd not say anything to you. But, you know, once you kind of break down the walls and everything and everybody is on the same deal, I'm here, I'm going to stay here, and we're going to be teammates. That's why nobody calls. You don't see anybody in this locker room calling Mr. Moore.
He does set a great example not to give up. I think it's great that my kids see that too, to believe in yourself and that you can accomplish things. You really can if you just believe and you go for it. And that's what he's done. There's not many grandkids that get to watch their grandfather play football.
When I grow up, I think that may be the end of this semester. I might have grown up in what I want to be as a granddaddy. That's all I want to be. I don't know, maybe next year we'll get kick, punt, and pass for the AARP people. So maybe we can do that. I'm Alan Moore, I'm 61 years old, and I'm a kicker for Faulkner University Eagles.
I don't know about